Welcome, everybody, out to another edition of Weird Wednesday from your friends at baloneybrain.com. I am, of course, Used Toy John House. Joining me, as always, Daryl House or Suburban Hobo. How you doing, Daryl?
I'm doing great. And, may I just comment, we were both looking rather full here, don't you think?
We are. I've got my fall coat coming in. And it's cold here today. It's cold and rainy and stinky and...
How cold is it?
50s.
It's really hot here today.
How hot is it?
It's so hot I saw a tree chasing a dog. Okay, let's go to this first story right away.
All right.
Wednesday, folks. Don't get weird with that. This came out of Massachusetts. 32-year-old Jill Roy was pulled over after an officer noticed her windows were tinted a little too dark, and he noticed that she was swerving over the double yellow line. Well, officers suspected something was up in the behavior of Roy and her passenger. And while Roy was speaking to an officer near the police cruiser, a bag containing straws and pills fell from down her leg. Oopsie. Well, she was subsequently handcuffed, taken to the Bourne Police Department in Massachusetts. Bourne, that's one of the bridges that goes on to Cape Cod. The southernmost Bourne Bridge, and then the Sagamore is more towards the north side of the island. But Bourne's a very pretty little town around there. But so anyway, the Bourne Police Department took her there where they discovered she was on probation for drug possession. Double oops. During the search, an officer noticed that her butt was a little harder than normal, which I have questions with. How often do they feel her butt that they know what's normal and abnormal? But when the officer asked about Roy's underwear, she said, I don't have a butt, so I wear these and a pair of underwear. She has like a prosthetic butt is what she has.
Nice.
So, well, kind of weird. So the officer said, well, take it off. And the girl, Roy, her name is her last name, she became upset. That's why she had to. Well, police made her take it off, and then they spotted a large bulge in her other pair of underwear. At this point, they had to pull it from her body so they could take steps out. She had 13 oxycodone pills, a bag containing $350 worth of heroin, and in her car she had some marijuana. Roy's passenger, Jennifer Johnson, told cops her name was Katie at first. She was arrested on outstanding warrants. Also, so I think the moral of the story is, crime doesn't pay, especially when you can't stash your stash in your butt properly.
Absolutely. I've got a dumb criminal story as well. Mom burglarizes cars at school, claims she's looking for ISIS. Apparently,
terrorists?
Yeah. She was breaking into cars on a Mississippi school and claimed that she was looking for terrorists from ISIS. Why they would be hiding in a Mississippi school parking lot is beyond me. But that was what she did. She was breaking into cars, stealing sunglasses and other items. She's been charged in the past with careless driving, felony fraud, and felony embezzlement. And now she faces up to 5 years in prison and a $10,000 fine if convicted of commercial burglary.
In her defense, terrorists will always be where you least expect them to be. Parking lot of an elementary school in Mississippi, who would have thunk it?
Yeah, I'm not buying it.
I don't know. I give her, would she have any alcohol abuse problems also in the past?
No.
Well, how about this one? Pretty much guaranteed you're not going to get through airport security, our great TSA, with 57 bricks of pot and any amount of guns and ammo, but somebody tried. JFK a couple of days ago, the lady had, she had 2 disassembled 40 caliber handguns, 4 magazines for the guns, 350 rounds of ammo, and for the clincher, 58 bricks of pot. That rounds out
Holy
a kilo.
moly.
Well, I think a kilo is 2.2 pounds. I remember hearing that years ago. So that's about 33 pounds of grass, according to the numbers here. All nestled inside of containers. According to the officers, saw the suitcases were jam-packed with cans and boxes for baby wipes, coffee, floor dusting sheets, lemonade mix, iced tea mix, cat litter, and a box of laundry tablets. But it was guns and ammo, drugs.
Wow. Okay. Hey, now this is a story that was just so weird. I had to use it. Shauna Bigelow is only a little jealous of the numerous sex dolls her boyfriend keeps in the basement. Shauna Bigelow and Dave Hockey have $32,000 worth of sex dolls in their basement, and they apparently have one up each night for a threesome. The thing that blows my mind, $32,000 worth of sex dolls? That's crazy to me. That's a very nice new car.
I've never even bought one for a bachelor party or anything like that, but I always thought they were like about $40. I mean, 32,000. How many is that? Like,
well, I don't know, but one
threesomes. You should have orgies.
They do have a male doll named Terry, and they also have a famous doll. Let's see, the famous doll is Bianca. Bianca is the particular plastic lover famous by starring alongside Ryan Gosling in the 2007 film Lars and the Real Girl.
Oh, yeah. Never heard of it.
Me either.
Ryan Gosling's name. I have heard his name, but I don't know who he is. I can't think of. Well, boy, there's no making this stuff happen. It amazes me week after week after week. Well, listen, folks, that's our Weird Wednesday for this week. Thanks for joining us at Baloney Brain. John, Used Toy, you remain the man.
Wait. Somehow we got turned around because I've got one more story.
Yeah, but, oh, my God, I'm so sorry.
Applebee's customer Mike Sawyer punches an 80-year-old man who complained about cursing. A Florida man faces a battery charge after allegedly punching an 80-year-old man who asked him to stop cursing. The guy was arrested. He was 26 years old, attacked 80-year-old Harry Sander at the Port Orange franchise. Sander told police that he heard Sawyer talking obscenities and asked him to please stop using the F word and talking so loud about titties and ass. And Sawyer responded, Sander responded, "In my Germany, you don't speak in such a manner." Sawyer said, "I don't care where you're from." And basically the guy busts him in the chops. He is currently charged with battery on a person over 65 years old, disorderly conduct, and booked in Volusia County Branch Jail. But he has been released on a $2,500 fine.
Oh, well, they should just hang him by his stuff. You know, John, I got out of order a while ago because I do have another story. We just kind of reversed here, but I had this. I'm going to just put this in a nutshell. I'm not going to throw names out here. This is just so fun. Things that you never do when you're driving in a car, all right? You never light the driver's armpit hair on fire. You agree with that?
I think I've read that in the driver's manual.
Well, there were some guys. This is out in Idaho, I believe. Yeah, this is out in Idaho. Driving around, perhaps a little intoxicated one way or another, and the passenger lights his armpit hair on fire. The guy wrecks the Bronco. There were two girls in the back seat, two teenage girls in the back seat that got thrown from the car. I think 3 out of the 4 had to go to the hospital. These were non-life-threatening injuries, but the injuries, oh, and I remember none of the 4 were wearing seatbelts.
Wow.
Yeah.
Always wear your seatbelts, kids.
Always wear your seatbelts. So anyway, that's the stories we have for you this week. So sorry for the false closing, but this is the real McCoy here. Thanks for joining us at BaloneyBrain.com for Weird Wednesday. See you later, you story.
We'll see you next week.